Welcome to Huddle Up, where founders of Huddle for Success, Mark, Bruce, and Duane Gibbs, come to you every Wednesday and Friday with a quick segment to keep you informed, engaged, and motivated. Now let's huddle up.
The cost of staying stuck. Welcome to Huddle Up. I'm your host, Duane Gibbs, alongside my partner, the Hall of Famer, Mark Bruce, where we come to you each and every Wednesday and Friday with a quick mindful thought. So with that being said, let's huddle up.
Hey, good afternoon, Duane. Great to be with you again, as always.
Yes, it's a nice day, nice day. How's it going?
It's going great. This is a very cool topic. I'm excited to talk about this one.
Yeah. So I think everybody is in this situation right now, and it's the cost of staying stuck. Everyone feels the pressure of rising costs in the grocery store and housing, and everything's going up. People want to buy cars, people want to go travel, and everything is so daggone expensive. But the biggest cost most people face every single day is financially. That's the biggest thing. Um, I wish I had an easy fix, but I can tell you every day that you wait to act on your dream, you're paying in confidence. And what I mean by that is energy and time. But time is the one thing that you cannot get back. It's, well, hey, I'm going to wait and do this later on, or I really need to save. You hear people say, well, we just got married and we're planning to have a family, but we don't want to have kids because it's so expensive. Or, I mean, you can't look at it that way. You really can't. I'm not saying you can't plan. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be cautious of what you're spending, but if sometimes you're so cautious that it becomes an issue to where you just feel I'm stuck. How do I get out of that? Not just it's a mindset.
Yeah. Uh, you know, Bob Proctor always used to say, "You've got a case of the as soon as." You don't want to have a case of the as soon as, because what that is I'm going to start that business as soon as I find the money, or I'm going to buy that house as soon as I find the money, or uh, I'm going to travel as soon as the kids grow up and move out. You just don't want a case of the as soon as's, because I mean, as you said, time is the one thing that you only get a limited amount of, and you can't get it back once it's gone.
Sure.
So, concentrate on your dreams. I mean, that's why goal setting and having that big dream that burns deep in your heart, why that's so important. Um, Man, it's nothing costs more than lost time.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for all the time I had with my dad before he passed. He's passed. I can't get any more of it with him. I'm so grateful that I had the time with him. So don't let time be that most expensive thing that you let slip away, because it
Yeah.
will slip away if you don't make a plan.
Absolutely. Everybody that I would sit down with, I would say 75% of the individuals, whether they were new to investing, whether they were new to business, you know, it seemed like an age challenge. People that were 50 and above, the first thing they would always say is, I want more time. How do I get time back? And I said, listen, there's no fix of getting time back. I can't give you a time machine that it takes you back. But what I can do is I can give you a plan. I can give you a plan and a system that creates a systematic approach to being able to do something to where you can gain more time. That's focus, that's journaling, that's goal setting, that's, everything that we always talk about. Um, I would say the biggest takeaway today is don't wait for the perfect time to do something. The biggest mistake that you will make is just waiting. Decide, move, grow, and just carry on. And that's what you have to do. You know, Progress doesn't come from being comfortable. Progress and propelling forward comes from being uncomfortable. And we've heard it. This isn't something new, something revolutionizing that we're saying, but I think that if it stays in your head over and over and over, it becomes reflexive, as we always talk about. Repetition, 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 until it becomes more reflexive. It makes things easier. So with our quick mindful thoughts of that we do, it's just to help keep, have us in your ear. So it's something that you think about. And so with that, I would say we appreciate you joining in to this episode of Huddle Up. We come to you every Wednesday and Friday with a quick mindful thought. Like, share, leave a comments. We love that. And then go to huddleforsuccess.com. Get your playbook for life. It's free. We appreciate all the feedback that we're getting. And until next time, stay huddled up.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Huddle Up, where we come to you every Wednesday and Friday. Like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on YouTube and on social media. If you find this information helpful, share this with someone that you know. We'll see you next time on Huddle Up.